Hey Poppers, Brian here, and wow, we are in the new year, 2022. And you know what, we may not have a promo this week, but we have some big news for you Poppers. We are going to be playing the game Beacon, and with the creator no less. And Poppers, not only is he the creator of the D&D 5e Pokedexes, but he has created some of my favorite homebrew for Lancer. So, can you tell how excited I am for this game, guys? And we have switched the episode release. We will now be releasing on Fridays from now on. Wow, guys, that last episode, I mean, oh my goodness. We got to meet up with Lux again. Yay! And that Game Raider, he just won't go down. And I feel so sorry for Sean with those high rolls he keeps getting. Can't you just leave Lux, Non, and Pan alone? Well, the battle sounds like it's starting to reach its crescendo, so let's start the show.
And
and it's also plus your strength too. I forgot.
Okay.
I didn't mark that on it. It's basically, like I said, it's just like a buffed attack, basically.
Yep, makes sense. So then the attack itself is going to do a total of 22 damage.
All right. Okay, he's starting to look a little hurt. He's not bloody, but he's on his way. And then I believe it's his turn. Or do you have any bonus actions you want to use?
No, not currently.
All right, he's gonna try slashing with the blade again.
He's got to walk through my grease.
Oh shoot, that's right.
Dexterity save and throw.
All right. I'm rolling with a different dice, and I'm not using that one because that one. I want this to be fun. There's just 3 separate dice, and they're all been above a 10. That one's a 21.
Yeah, that fails. So he gets through my grease again.
I think I figured it out. I'm just going to use my spells to cast grease too. He'll just have to keep rolling over and over again.
Eventually, he's going to roll a poor one.
Okay, that one.
But I do want to clarify one thing and probably do something here, because he's coming up to me to attack. Correct?
Yeah.
So with the clothesline, like it says that it can be done like as a reaction, and it mentions about like the target that's coming towards me. Like, does that mean that I can react to them coming towards me with it?
Yes.
Then
yes, that's why I put that on the thing. I thought it'd be a fun thing to give you.
Then I will precisely do that, and I will take my reaction to attempt to clothesline him as he approaches me.
That, and I figured that someone would eventually make the meme. Oh, are you approaching me?
Yes. So the total to hit is going to be 26.
Okay, that hits.
Best roll so far. And the damage is going to be 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I think it says that they need to succeed on a con saving throw, DC 17, or the attack is interrupted.
Sorry, what was the save again?
Con saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. 22. I didn't take a picture. I've tried 4 different dice now.
No, it's just fun. It's still good.
If anything, it's funny.
Yeah. This dude does not want to go down.
Okay, so the 5th dice. Now I finally low rolled. That is a 13 to hit, so I don't think that hits.
Finally, he misses me.
Okay, second one does definitely hit because that's a 27.
Yeah, just barely though, just barely.
Well, that's a 15 for the 3rd strike.
And the 15 misses.
I feel like he goes and he first time he's swinging wild because he's frustrated because he's got grease. Even though he didn't fall in the grease, he's got grease all over his boots.
I mean, these were brand new shoes, okay?
And you know the grease is just leaking in after the badger bit into it.
Yeah. Okay, and then that one hit, the one to hit is 9 damage. Slashing damage, to be exact. I think he misses the first one, he's angry, and he hits, and he's like... No, I don't, never mind. I'm not... Sorry, I realized there's an ability I could have used, but it hit, the next one hit anyway, so... Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong, actually. So... You see him miss the second time, and he looks so angry, and you see him curve his blade to swing at the badger because you thought he missed. As 24 to hit the badger.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And then it's 6 damage.
Okay, the badger falls unconscious.
Now, why would you go attacking poor defenseless badgers like that?
Oh, doesn't it disappear?
No, it stays there.
Oh, okay.
You know, I really don't like you.
I think he just looks at you and goes,
I don't like you either. You're in the wrong genre, mister.
hey, and then it's Lux's turn again.
Hey, leave that badger alone. I'm gonna whip my tail around the chandelier, and a fire bolt is gonna come out, and I am aiming for the grease behind him.
Oh, all right. Doesn't that one naturally hit?
Yeah, I rolled an 18. Well, I'm aiming for a 10-foot space, 18.
Okay, that hits.
And yeah, it's set, that 10-foot area is set on fire, and I go, push him in the fire. And I'm done. That's my turn.
Right, and it's Pan's turn.
Okay, so Pan is going to level his crossbow and take a shot at the Game Raider. Okay, and I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
It doesn't.
Okay, gonna try another one. 14.
That one does not hit.
Okay, and then all of a sudden the badger pops back up, looked healthy as ever.
Oh, hey, little guy. I'm little, too.
The badger just turns around and gives a thumbs up.
Okay. Do you have any bonus action? Or was that the bonus action?
That was the badger's action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. It's Dun's turn again.
Wow, that's quick. What happened to the turtle?
Oh, turtle.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the turtle. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, he really hasn't been doing anything in this battle. It's easy to do.
I don't know. It's fun to watch him try, though.
Wait a second. All right, I'm going to use one of the good dice because I just realized he's up there. There's like 3 people, so he's got flanking too. Because he got Nun, the badger, and him. And he still misses for 11. Eric's gonna love this. And then it is Nun's turn. One of these times I will remember without me having to be reminded.
Maybe. All right. I'm going to go ahead and heed Lux's advice here. And Non's going to go for another grapple.
All right.
And just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and use a charge of Feral Ancestry to give myself advantage on the roll. And I am glad I did that. Very glad I did that. Total is 20.
Well, I failed to roll inside my dice tray, so I'm going to go with the normal rule of that's a natural 1, so...
Okay, well, incidentally, if I didn't give myself advantage, I would have had a natural one, so... All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the, well, as I didn't call it before, Typhoonarana again, to try and fling him back into the fire.
All right.
So it's a con saving throw, DC 17.
Okay.
Then he has to roll a dex save.
Oh, wow, he finally rolled low. That's a 12 for the con save.
So he's going to be actually flung back 15 feet.
Oh, that would still be in the... Yeah, that would still be in it.
And it'll be 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And dex save to go prone.
All right, I'm feeling good about this one.
Actually, doesn't he go prone from the failing the con save?
Oh, does he?
No, it just extends the amount of movement, or the amount of pushback. There was one, the other one, the spine buster. That one was like knocking prone.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to what is the damage for being on fire typically?
If it's my flame bolt, it's 1d10, but I don't know if being in something that's ignited or in an area that's ignited, I'm not sure.
I'm going to rule that 2d4 works. I think I've heard it used that before. At least I know I've heard it somewhere. I thought it might have been in the DMG.
Okay, I'll roll 2d4.
Oh, and he fails the dex because it's an 11.
Okay, he's prone in a fire, and he just took 6 fire damage.
All right, dang, he is not looking good. He's almost bloody.
Jeez.
Challenge ratings confused me. This is a challenge rating 7, guys, because my understanding was challenge rating is per 3 combats.
Oh,
But I think
he's covered in oil now.
Well, and fire.
Yeah, he's covered in. Yeah, he is ignited. I would guess now.
I think he's going to be taking fire damage until he finds some way to get rid of that. I don't think he doesn't really have anything to do that. You just lit him on fire. Now he's just a greasy, flaming monster.
So no, it's 1d10 damage. It takes 5 1d10. What?
Yeah, so 5 average per round, 1d10 damage.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's 1d10. He took 6, so that's even better than the average.
All right.
Even when we roll in the d4s. But yeah, creature on fire takes 1d10 damage at the start of its turn until someone takes an action to douse the fire.
And he's covered in oil. He has no way to douse this. But here's the thing. He's on fire, and he's going to rush at Non and try to grapple you.
He's going to have to get up first.
You got to get up first.
Oh yeah, he's got to get it up first.
And
right.
he takes another 1d10 damage.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's another 6 fire damage.
He's only 2 HP away from being officially... Wait, bloodied is half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he is looking angry, and I think you see him get up, and he's going to try... Oh, he has to do another dex save. Because I think
he only has to do the dex save if he ends his turn in it. If he enters or ends the turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay.
I think that they specifically did that because some of those spells could just mean, oh, you rolled poorly a few times, well, you basically do nothing forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, does a 14 hit you, Non, to grapple?
Well, as he approaches me, I'm going to go ahead and take my reaction and clothesline. And that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hit.
It's going to be for 7 damage, and he'll need to make a Constitution save DC 17.
Okay, that one is an 18 for the Constitution save.
Okay, you may proceed with attacking me.
All right. The grapple missed, so he's going to try to hit with the blade again.
Okay.
All right. Actually, no. I think. Let me think. Roll something quickly. Actually, no. You see him actually switch his weapons to pull this strange, chaotic-looking rod out from his back, and he's going to aim it at the chandelier and try to hit Lux, because he rolled a 1 on whether to do the smart thing.
Good luck with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, because I'm sure a 12 doesn't hit.
No, just barely doesn't hit.
All right, I need to roll one thing because it matters narratively. So you see him just swing this sparking rod around and he shoots a bolt of fire and then lightning at the chandelier, missing Lux because chaos rod.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's Lux's turn again.
All right. Be like, yeah, focus on me up here, yeah. And I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
All right.
Give me a Wisdom save.
Oh, good. That's one of the ones he's actually poor at. Look, the man attacks Pot, and that's an 18. I need to start changing dice again. Ah.
Oh shit, that fails. It's not that big of a deal. I push him back in the fire. I tried to hold him.
All right.
I'm done.
Okay, and it's Pan's turn.
All right, so Pan's going to take another couple shots with the crossbow. That is a 24 on the first one.
That hit.
And keep losing it. I wrote it down instead of a character sheet. A 15 on the second one.
Second one misses.
Okay, so 8 damage from the one, and then the badger is going to attack again.
All right.
For 22 to hit.
That hit.
For another 8 damage.
All right. He is almost to a third of his health. Now I have some good news, guys. Because I remembered to roll for the turtle, and guess what he got?
Was it not a 1?
Oh no, it's the opposite of a 1.
In his case, that just means a 2.
Because I rolled with advantage, and it was a 10 and a 20 on the dice.
Huzzah! Hooray for doing things.
So you see him just he swings once and he misses, and he goes batter up, and he swings up into the Game Raider's jaw with a mighty crack as he does. Dang, he does like 24 damage.
Wow.
And I think he just kind of poses and gives the non a thumbs up, hammer resting on his shoulder like he's been doing his part.
The badger gives him a thumbs down.
It's about time you joined us.
I just had to get in a rhythm, boss. And then it's Don's turn.
All right, so he's still covered in oil and on fire, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. We're going to go ahead and we'll try to grapple again to throw him back into the fire. And whatever that's going to end up entailing, then we'll deal with that, I guess.
Okay.
So the total is going to be 22 on the grapple check.
All right. Wait, I rolled the wrong one. I rolled a D10.
That's okay. You can roll d10s.
Okay, that is going to... It's 21 on... Actually, he's covered in grease. I think I need to roll this at a disadvantage. It just makes sense. Okay, that's a 19.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and give it another Typhoon Rana because they seem to work so well. And we'll have him make another con saving throw, DC 17.
Okay, that is a 22 con save.
Okay, so he only gets thrown back 5 feet.
Still in the fire. Dex save.
Oh, and my attack also did 6 bludgeoning damage.
All right. He's not looking good.
And just for good measure, Non's gonna just throw caution to the wind now. And he's going to, use a bonus action in here to just kind of really give it the extra oomph. He's gonna kind of turn around to everybody else, throw his arms up in just a grand gesture, just kind of parading around, just kind of one of those look at me kind of things. And then he's going to just jump up in the air, a big backflip, and just land belly first on top of him, grease fire and everything.
Oh.
All right.
At least, hopefully on top of him.
And he's prone
We'll see.
too? And he's prone, right? Did you fail the dex save?
I forgot the dex save. My bad.
Because that would give you advantage.
I did not, unfortunately. It's 22.
Oh,
It's okay. I rolled really well and I got a total of 26.
Nice.
That hits.
Max damage too, so it's going to be 14 damage.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then, however, we're dealing with the rest of that mess of grease and fire.
Okay, it'd be a D10.
Are you wearing non-magical armor?
I don't think I'm wearing magical armor.
I was going to say, we were sitting at a door reading names off
I
a
did.
list like a bouncer. I don't think we're magical.
Well, I guess 7 fire damage to both of you.
All right. I think as this fire damage hits it, you just see him starting to filter out more and more. Like there's like these little, you almost see like these strange squares flicking off of him and then reforming. It just looks so wrong. And then it is turning on. Why am I not remembering the order?
You weren't supposed to jump in the fire.
I'm just trying to hold him here.
You know, I can only do so much healing in a day.
All right, well, let me know when he dies. I can put it out. It might hurt.
Okay, so he's getting crazy. And you know what? He's going to do something crazy.
He's also going to take another D10 fire damage. That's a 9.
How do you want to do this?
He's in a fire.
You see him just kind of get up and he just kind of like, he prepares to swing his sword down at you, Nan, and he just fades away as the sword swings down into ash. And you just see this strange text appear in the air. Everyone roll me a history check.
8.
24.
21.
Okay, Nan, you don't, it just looks like strange gibberish. Lux and Pan, you recognized it as the ancient language English that went out of practice hundreds of years ago and is often found in ancient ruins of areas with strange mechanically based magical artifacts.
All right, so I'm going to scurry across the ceiling and get right above Non and the fire. And I'm going to aim my tail down and I'm just going to ray of frost the entire area to put out the fire. And I will do damage to you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, and you do recognize the words say game over.
Or,
This is the fun thing about playing a guest character like this is like, you know what? I can just be like ballsy and do crazy stuff because if I die, shrug.
Okay, so I only rolled a 14 on the attack, so maybe I put you out, but I didn't like hurt you. Like you got out of it before like I would have frozen you.
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Pan's just sitting there holding a water skin, shrugs, puts it back in the bag.
Oh, don't worry. I got it. I'm used to this. I do this all the time. At least it's not a bunch of cardboard boxes this time.
You see, Sean, little did you know that when you made him a wrestler, he was actually an extreme hardcore wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, for our listeners, the character that Richard is playing, I actually used one of the subclasses from Lasers and Liches, the Wrestler Archetype.
Nice.
Banner's just holding up a sign that says ECW.
Yes.
And I think with all the oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say,
Did you make out what that English was?
I think it said game over, so it's done, right?
Yeah.
I want to look out the window. Do I still see the giant monster out there?
You do. In fact, things are getting a little worse, and you might want to. You get the sense that you might want to speed things up because as you look out the window, you see a giant robot fighting the giant monster. Except for one thing, as you're watching this, the robot doesn't seem to be doing so well, and you see the giant turtle actually hit the robot in such a way that it breaks it up into these smaller robots, and you see 5 figures falling from the top of the giant robot to the ground in the distance as the giant turtle turns in the direction of the castle.
No fair. He's using cheat codes.
Well, maybe we'd better hurry this along.
And I think at that, Miski kind of peeks her head out of the room. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
I'm going to wave from the ceiling with my tentacles wriggling.
Miski, We don't have much time. There's danger headed to the castle, so we need to get out.
Okay, Nan. Okay, yeah. And she just kind of runs out and runs over to you guys.
I'm just going to drop from the ceiling onto the floor, and I'm going to see if that thing dropped any weapons.
Roll me an investigation.
Nat 20. That would be 26.
Only a 26.
Okay. You actually do with a nat 20. I'm gonna give you guys fun stuff. You find that the strange rod it had and the phantom boomerang were both left behind.
All right, I'm gonna stick them in my bag, and then hurry, be like,
We gotta get you out of here.
All right.
And then I'm gonna
go ahead.
Real quick. I'm also then going to cast floating disc for all of us to ride on.
Okay. I think
Does
if
it go faster than 30 feet?
That's what I was just looking up to see if it was even worthwhile, but it makes more fun
Well,
cinematically.
you do have 2 unconscious turtle boys, unless you guys are going to leave them in the castle.
Ah, damn it.
No. I don't think we should leave them in the castle.
Okay, I'll load up the turtle boys on the disc and let it carry them.
Okay, and I think Trevor helps you.
all right.
And then as you guys continue on to Belladonna's room, you start hearing stomping towards the castle. And now we have the skill challenge.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast mage armor on the person that we're escorting right now.
All right. Yep, that would be Belladonna, the Briar Duchess. She notices, goes, just smiles and goes, I don't know you, but thank you. You're very cute.
Or I'm gonna say,
Hey, can I touch you?
She's like, can I ask why?
and I'm just gonna hold up a finger with a claw.
Mage armor.
Oh, yes. I'm out of spell slots.
And I'm gonna tap her, and yeah, AC becomes 13 plus Dex.
Yeah, she smiles and nods and says, thank you. Well, you're right. You guys are right, though. We need to get out of here. I tried to do what I could, but Augustus is a real jackass, isn't he?
No arguments here.
And then we're on to the skill challenge, which I don't think Adam and Richard, I'm thinking around either. I can't remember. For some reason, I think did Mike's and Monsters do a skill challenge?
Probably.
If so, not in name.
Okay, because basically how skill challenge works, and I'm going to keep the initiative we have now, just to make it easier, is the skill challenge is basically cinematic. It's where you get to pick a skill check, and you get to bullshit your way through it. Like, for example, a skill check that I did on a stream was my character did a history check to remember the time they forgot to ventilate a garage they were working on a car engine in, and remember that smoke in the enclosed area equals bad, so they cast firewall inside of the mystery machine.
So we do that on Microphones and Monsters a lot. We just don't call it skill challenges.
Yeah, I just have them roll stuff.
we just make stuff up. That's all.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's different in skill challenge because it has the DC, and then it doesn't use spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, but yeah. And basically the rule is you can't use either the skill that the person before you did or the skill you used last.
Okay.
You also each get 1 inspiration, which I'm gonna flavor as it's gonna be you using one of the 3 conscious people with you is helping out.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do we get more than 1 inspiration? Because I already have 1, or is this different?
You have one more inspiration because you still have the inspiration from last. Is that from the
yeah. The one,
you still have that.
The only time I played it.
Yeah, you still have that inspiration, so you have 2 inspiration.
Okay. And that's to help somebody else?
That's basically lets you reroll.
Okay, gotcha.
But I will say your inspiration, your 1 extra inspiration, you can choose to use that to help someone else.
Okay.
It's just so the inspiration you guys start the skill challenge with.
Okay.
And your goal for this is to escape the castle before it gets destroyed.
All right.
I guess another important question here.
Yeah.
How many more people do we have that we need to get out?
These were the main people you were told to because they don't have a large staff in the mansion. And Ryoko was getting everyone else out because everyone else was on the ground level. You guys are kind of like in the 2nd floor, if that makes sense.
So as far as we're aware, we already have everybody that we need to get out?
Correct.
Okay.
Did that other person take the hammer with them?
Yeah, Ryoko did take the hammer with them.
Okay. I didn't know if I needed to go back. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, she took the hammer with her because she used to be a barbarian.
All right.
So the first person up is Nan.
Alrighty. So right now everything's kind of normal. Nothing's gotten really crazy just yet.
Correct. You're just hearing the noise of the giant turtle is heading towards the castle.
Does anyone seem to be falling behind right now, or is everybody keeping up pretty well?
I think everyone seems to be keeping up. Miski and Beladonna haven't really been doing much, so they're not like worn out. Actually, I would say Trev, maybe he might be slowing down behind just because he got healed a little bit, but he's still pretty beat up.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to try and run back to where Trev is, and I'm going to try to use athletics to just kind of scoop him up and try and get him on the disc.
All right.
It's going to be total 15.
Okay, that just passes.
Yay.
So I think you scoop him up. He's like, oh, all right, boss. You're the boss.
Hey, I just want to make sure that you make it out of here okay.
All right, boss. Whatever you say. And I think he goes limp, and let's just pick him up and then heave him onto the disc.
Yep. Onto the pile.
Next up is Lux. Oh, and it's 6 successes, 3 failures.
All right, I'm going to be looking around with perception to see if there is any dangers or possible dangers that are going to slow us down or stop us, and see what I could do to stop that from happening.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
That succeeds. I think as you're looking around, you see some guards coming up with loaded weapons. They heard the commotion upstairs, and they're hearing the thumping, and they're just panicking, and they look like they have itchy trigger fingers.
How many of them are there?
I would say there's about 3. There's a blue shell, a red shell, and a green shelled one. Actually, no, wait. Blue, red, and yellow. You guys already got green shells with you.
Okay. So which one, they look the same other than the shells colored different?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to cast suggestion on the middle one, and I'll be like,
Hey, stop your friends from shooting and run ahead of us and make sure we can get her out.
and I'm going to point to the important person behind me that I don't remember her name. Lux doesn't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't think she actually got I don't think he actually got the. You see the yellow one who's looking kind of afraid. He peeks up and goes, "Oh, okay, yes. We gotta get out of here. This giant turtle. He's making it look bad for all of us." And he grabs the 2 other ones. Come on, Chuckleheads, let's get her clear away. And they start running down the path you guys are heading.
Cool. I'm done.
And then it's Pan's turn.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something, and you know that I ask you this for very important reasons. How BS do you want me to go?
Let's put it this way. In the show so far, and Adam can confirm this because I know he's listening to this part, someone used a nature check for a laser-firing wolf pup to try to shoot someone with lasers.
Okay.
That's how BS I'm okay with.
Okay. Then I am going to go full BS on this. I am using my Arcana check because I remember that there was a spell cast on this mansion that basically turns part of the floor into a moving, like a moving walkway, moving sidewalk.
That actually makes sense narratively. The people who owned this mansion originally were all students of Julian Cottage.
Perfect.
You know it's fancy as heck.
And I'm going to burn my inspiration because I want this to work. Nat 20.
Okay, so Pan remembers this. He goes, I feel like he kind of go over the wall and like start pushing and tapping some buttons, and all of a sudden the floor just starts moving.
Wow.
And you start hearing country music.
Oh.
I'll leave that up to you if that is a reference or not.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Wow, this is going well. This is the last 2 skill challenges were the last 3 skill challenges I've ran. People were really successful. I love it. And then it's Nan's turn again.
So is anything like actually happening around, or we're just still trying to get out? Nothing crazy happening yet?
You know what? I think you're going to say that, or as you asked that, I'm going to be a DM and say, as you say that, out of character, in character, you see a giant claw fly into the pathway in front of you, as if Augustus seems to be carving a chair out of this mansion for him to sit.
Okay, so probably some rubble, some debris, some crazy stuff like going on like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Non use a acrobatics check to be able to grab a tapestry off of the wall and kind of use it to try and reinforce the kind of broken part of the wall to hold it together a little bit longer.
All right. That sounds good.
And we're going to go ahead and use another charge of feral ancestry to give myself advantage without having to use the inspiration. Once again, the first roll is a 1, but the second roll total is going to be 26.
All right. That passes. And you guys see Non try to set this up where like there's a moment where like it looks like it's going to break apart, and then you see him kind of like spring up and kind of like wall run and grab a tapestry from the other end and tie them together. They're reinforcing the broken wall between these two. It's kind of like a sash, or it's almost like a really elaborate duct taping situation where like it's being reinforced by the fact that these sashes are tied together tight and they're pressing against the broken wall, so you guys can continue forward. And then it is Lux's turn again.
Do I notice any like? Hold on.
I will also say Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. What?
I was saying you still see him digging into the mansion, but he's further along. And I think the path you guys are following actually curves further into the mansion. So there's still some debris moving around. It's just that first swipe was the first deep dig, and now it's just kind of smoothing out the cheek section of the seat.
All right. So as we're running, there's an artifact that catches my eye, but I notice that it's being used as a decoration, and I am going to do a religion check.
Oh man, I know what to do.
And I'm going to use an inspiration.
All right.
That's a 15. All
right. That just passes. I think you recognize it. It's this shield of. Let me look at my gods. I want to pull a name. Let's pull a name. It's a lesser known artifact of the DM, the human god of chaos. Which you know as who was born a simple bard who's whimsical if not rash and comedic. Basically, he was as a normal human bard who entertained the primary gods of the world, the ladies fair, so much that they made him a part of their pantheon so that he would keep the world interesting. And the thing about this is a shield. It's a long shield, it's almost like a buckler. But you know, the interesting thing you know about this shield is that it can be used for transport. In fact, it can be used for very fast transport. And I think you kind of pull it down, because this thing basically operates as a magical snowboard. You can actually put it down and you can use it as a magical, like how a snowboard would, and it actually increases your speed by half.
All right, I got something to follow. All right, I'm like, I climb up on the where it's at, and I rip it off and let it fall on the ground and make sure like it's straightened up. I'm like, everybody get on, I gotta say the words to activate this artifact. Everybody on? We good? Okay. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool runnings. And we're gonna take off.
Yeah, you hear this, and you start hearing this weird music as the board / shield just jets forward, and you guys go. I feel like it's right by a staircase, so you guys got to do that moment where you're on it, and you guys are airborne for a moment. Does anyone do a cool trick?
Non is just going to be in one of those relaxed, arm bent, holding his head up, lay down poses as he gets flung up in the air.
All right, it is. We are down to 5 successes. You guys are doing really good.
Oh, all the pressure on me.
All of the pressure.
All right. I think Pan is going to use his bonus action of massive mutation.
Oh boy.
So basically, he turns from this diminutive gnomish cat-looking thing to a large tiger-looking thing. I'm going to spare everyone trying to roll the wisdom saves, otherwise be frightened, because that would defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do here.
I will say Miski is looking on in awe.
And then as he knows the changes to his physique, he's going to use medicine to harness this extra power that he has to give one good push, like a pump on a skateboard, to get this shield to move faster.
All right, I like it.
And that is a 20.
That passes. So as you guys see Pan turn into this Tiger Hulk and just put one foot on the ground and you guys check across the floor, right out the door, as you can hear and see behind you, the turtle is finally going to sit on his throne and just crushes the inside of the mansion. Thing is, he doesn't seem to notice you guys. And then you hear him call out to whoever's around, "Bow now." And then you hear, "I see you, henchman," angrily.
Hey, I'm looking for them.
Okay, and so I think, give me a last perception check.
Everybody?
Everyone, yeah.
16.
17.
6.
Okay. Lux just sees a lot of people panicking and just bowing. The rest of you see Yuzi and a few other figures carrying a human figure away, all looking pretty battered and messed up. And you see them heading towards Char Village, which is the bakery and medical district for Dodoko.
I'm going to start climbing up Non and get on his shoulder and like match up with his vision. And I'm going to be like,
I can't see anything down there. What are you looking at?
Oh, well, I just saw Doozy and some others. They were dragging some people away that way.
Go that way.
All right.
Onward, Steve.
Now. I'm no one's steed. It's just that it's very easy to carry you. You're very light.
Oh, yeah. I'll set somebody on fire for you, too.
Well, that is true.
Okay, so are you guys gonna...
What a Zerg shoulder cannon.
Kitty cannon, now it's Lux cannon. We gotta do a one-shot years down the line to just follow this pair, because this would be fun. I just see Lux having to lead a team. Okay, so are you guys openly hitting that way, or are you gonna try to sneak around? Since you do have like a giant turtle there commanding people to bow, and you do have some people he probably wanted to kill.
I mean, Pan is still in his massive mutation for a number of rounds, so I think he is not going to try to hide. He's just going to scare people out of their way to make a path.
Actually, I'm going to roll something quickly. I'm going to roll a luck roll. Adam, high or low?
Low.
Okay. So you actually see a cart pull up next to you guys.
Okay.
And Lux, you recognize Plum.
Okay.
And she's looking out at you guys, and she's like, get in.
Oh, yeah, hey, I know her. She's cool.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice.
Hey guys, and the rest of you guys see this weird, you almost think it's a gargoyle. It almost looks like if someone took a film familiar, what's the familiar? Not gargoyle. The little, I'm skipping on a name. It's a little familiar where it's like a gargoyle, but not really.
Like a method?
Yeah, she looks kind of like I want to say she almost looks like well, not a mess, but that's sort of like it. That's sort of what it's sort of like. She looks like a gargoyle, but not quite right.
Like some kind of imp or something?
Imp, that's the one I'm thinking. She looks like a human-sized imp with general proportions, basically.
Okay. Well, Non is all on board. Like this cart, does it have anything in it, or it's just empty cart in the back?
Well, Adam, what would Lux have brought with him on his search for the henchman, I guess, would be the question. Since...
There's a bunch of dusty rolls of parchment everywhere and puppets.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, puppet. Yeah, she's a puppeteer.
Yeah. It's not Lux's puppets.
Aren't they all like wooden puppets?
Yeah, they're marionettes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Non will go ahead and just kind of alley-oop himself in there, just leg up over and just kind of straddle the whole cart, land right in it.
Well, I think it's a covered cart. I think it's a covered cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a covered cart. Well, in that case, he doesn't do that. Because that would be kind of ridiculous, wouldn't it? No, he tears the cover off it. No. All right.
We gotta get that other lady with the hammer. I need that hammer.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to find her first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Non will just jump in the back, though.
I think Pan's going to look over to the group that they spent rescuing, Beladonna and Miski, and kind of wait for them to see if they climb in the cart.
Non will reach his hand out to assist anyone in.
Yeah, I think they would look at the turtle and they just stick a nod and they climb into the cart.
Okay, in that case, then yeah, Pan's going to change back into normal form and climb in the cart with everybody.
Okay, so I think you guys you guys are in the cart. So Plum is not stupid, and she's been hiding for a long time. So I think she kind of takes a back road, but kind of follows the direction they're heading. And she goes, I think they looked hurt. I think, right?
Well, they definitely didn't look good.
I think there's a medical store down that way. But I was looking around when you went to talk to that UC fella, Lux, and they said apparently there's a Segerstrom over there or something. That's what the guy called him. But I think he was a guy. It was a fairy. You know what I mean. Like it was a fae, and it was hard to tell, and I didn't want to be rude and ask, but
It's okay. I know this district better than anyone else. Trust me, you don't want the medical store. The morgue is just around the corner. They will have plenty of supplies for me.
Okay, now I gotta make a border character. Cause I love this. I love this. The morgue's like right next to the bakery that I guess the Segerstrom lives at. I think that's where they went. I think that's the best place to go.
Oh, definitely.
So I think you head there. The more people recognize Pan are like, oh, hello, Pan. Do you need more arms?
Just here on a supply run.
All right.
And he just walks in, starts taking random concoctions off the shelf.
I think everyone else kind of goes in and settles in. As you settle in, there's a loud creak from the door as you see a very wet and injured Ryoko enter the store. She doesn't have the hammer.
Oh, hey. Hammer lady.
Ryoko, what happened?
I got kicked by a giant turtle into the ocean. I got some bad news for you, Lux. I got some good news, but I have some bad news for you as well. Someone stole the hammer. I went back. I couldn't find it.
Oh, I'm guessing that's the bad news.
Yes, that's the bad news. The good news is those henchmen you're looking for are next door.
Oh, in the bread store?
She kind of nods, yeah. So
I should hope she doesn't need the refrigeration units over here.
I guess they were hungry before coming here.
Well, the bad news is one of them's in a coma.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so the good news is we're all after the same thing here. Someone had to be involved with this whole thing. Augustus doesn't have this kind of pull. Why he lost the election. I need to rest. Pan, Non, can I trust you to take care of my family here? Or at least one of you stay with family here while the rest goes and gathers the guards and right now all he seems to want to do is sit there and lord over things, but he doesn't seem to be doing much. We need to have the town guard on the ready in case something worse happens.
Of course.
Absolutely. Pan, you need to do more things here?
You just see Pan now he's kind of window shopping, but instead of the potions and whatnot, he's finding some embalmed things. Just grabs one of the jars and puts it in his bag. No, I think
you seem pretty busy. Why don't you guard everyone here and I'll go gather the guard.
All right, sounds good.
Do you have any potions there that I can take to the henchmen?
I think as you say this, you see his little badger friend pop out with a red potion.
Okay.
And as Lux exits the shop and heads to the next door, I believe that's what we'll call this session.